Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation?
When I go back to the foundation of what my childhood was, the relationships that were cultivated there were in violence. A lot of it was physical. The majority of it was physical. Anytime that anything needed to be changed about my behavior from an adult in my life, it was physical violence, which would invoke this idea of change, right? And we know now, looking at studies and research, that violence is not an indicating factor of change that happens in human beings. It's not how we function, it's not how we operate. And so there was the physical violence side of things, but there was also the mental and emotional violence. There was the belittling and the negative talk and the feeling less than and the unworthiness and the feeling unlovable parts of the way that I was treated that started to instill in me the belief system that I then had, right? This is with the understanding that we believe it's true that we are the sum total of all of our experiences. So all the things that we've experienced leading up till this moment right now create who we are. And so now imagine all of these years, for some of us, decades of negative behavior being reinforced with negative behavior. So every time we do something, there's a consequence. For a lot of us, it could be even good things, right? There's a consequence behind even the good things that we do. And because of that, that puts us in this position where we always associate the behaviors that we have with people moving forward, i.e., in relationships, based on our understanding that there's always going to be something negative on the backside. And then the other part of it is that we allow people to continue to treat us that way because we have accepted that because of the things that were instilled in us in our youth, that this is normal. This is the way that things should be. You've probably had this moment where you're in a relationship or in work or around friends and something really kind of odd or weird or bad happens and you accept it, realizing that, oh, this is the way things have always been, right? We accept negative behaviors. We accept people being mentally, emotionally, physically violent to us because it's embedded in who we are as a person, right? We have the experience of all those things leading up till now until you have this understanding that you have the ability to reframe the way that you think about yourself in the world, which then forces change around you, right? And so now, as I look at relationships, and whether that be with a partner or with work or with friends or with coaching, whatever that thing is, I have an entirely different experience of what I consider to be acceptable because I created a baseline understanding that in a mathematical equation, for lack of a better term, equals this experience plus this thought pattern equals this outcome.